So let's see what the 10 o'clock silver bullet had for ES. Now I have on this big chart here, I have the 1 minute, and then I have the 1 hour and the 15 minute over here. Now this is 10 o'clock right here is where it's going to start. This is 10 o'clock right here on this one over on this top right corner. It's the 1 hour, and you can see that we had this big long candle down, and we haven't taken out the sell side draw on liquidity right here. Obviously, it broke through this fair value gap, a little fair value gap here, just blew right through them. So when we look at this candle, we're looking for it to come down here into this fair value gap right here, okay? So we're looking for it to take this sell side liquidity. On the 15 minute, this is where it's at right here, so we're going to expect it's a couple handles, 3 or 4 handles down. That's all that is to take that out, and then a retracement. You're leaving out, let me draw some of these on here. On the 15 minute, you have a fair value gap here. Let's just have that on all the way out, so it's right there. And so when you see this chart here, I already have some things lined up, but you can see these little 4-2 chart here. So when we play this one here, this is where we're at. We're expecting it to draw down, take out the sell side liquidity first. That's the first draw. All right, let's play it. Let's see how this goes here. There's your fair value gap. This is start up here. Could be a Judas swing because we're expecting this to come down here. It's respecting that fair value gap. Still respecting that fair value gap. So right now, we would be, if this was going to hold and we were going to actually be bullish, we would expect this to hold and take out this right here. Okay? So that leaves another volume imbalance right here. So this is a volume imbalance right here. Let's put that like this. Volume imbalance there. So we would want to see that hold as well. Okay, so now we got a candle that blew right past the volume imbalance and right through this fair value gap. So now this fair value gap is balanced, okay? So you've got a bullish candle here. It trades down and closes above. Starts the next candle, trades down, closes above. And then this one trades all the way through it, bearish candle. And now we would look for that to come to be support, okay? So this would be an inversion block right now. And right there, here was your trade setup. As soon as this one breaks through this, you got to look at this as a an inversion fair value gap. And so you would have put your stuff there. You would have gone for 2 to 1 there. Really close. And now we do. Okay, so that was your trade right there. That was 2 to 1 right there. Create another fair value gap right here. This is 413. Okay, so there's that. Let's play the 15-minute candle on the right. Goes right through it. I'm not going to do the 1 hour yet because it's the full candle. So we're going to come over here. We're going to keep playing this out. And right now, if you look at the 15-minute, we're kind of in this fair value gap right here. Right in here. Fair value gap. Let's do this. Let's just share that on all. So here we're on this fair value gap right here. Body's respecting it. Wicks do the damage to go past it, so that's fine. And then we got a volume imbalance right here. And there you go. That takes it out of that volume imbalance. Volume imbalances are really powerful. Okay, so I want to show you something. This is there's a fair value gap here, right? And we've traded through it now. We've closed. This would be an inversion fair value gap. We also have a right here, if I can get it. Right here is a volume imbalance. Okay. Right there would have been your entry. I'm going to put another one here and put it right here. Volume imbalance at the bottom of the. We'll just do there. Let's see if we get 5 handles. There. And right here, since we would have cleared this short-term high, that's where you would have taken your first partials. You would have moved this up to break even. At least that's how I trade. Come down, you're probably going to get taken out, break even. Might not. You're kind of, what's holding us right here is these new week opening gaps. And this pinkish orange line is the Sunday open. So when we hear this, you'll see that this trade here was merely a new week order gap to the new day opening, or the blue line is the day opening. And this is the Sunday open. Taking it to the open right there, but it's new gap, basically the new gap with a 15-minute. It's not a high. It's a high risk trade, but it's one that is based on candlesticks. So how this went. There you go. So right now, I'll just play this out. Let's just go through this over here. Where were your silver bullet trades? Well, one could have been here for 5 handles. You could have had another one. Let's just highlight these like this. Right there. There's your 2 trades right there. Could you have taken another trade? Yeah, you could have. Let's do another. Let's just shut that off. Let's do another one here. You have another fair value gap here, right here. Okay, and so you would have been like, hey, this would have taken liquidity here. This is how you could have framed that trade. Right here, takes liquidity. Short-term low cleared. Short-term high cleared. Okay, do we get to play displacement? Yes, but we never came back into it. The trade was actually here, and that would have been the short-term high here cleared for that one. Okay, so for the newest one, you can't claim it yet. I'm sure short-term high cleared actually. So for this trade, this high was broken, so you take this one on displacement move. Okay, then you're like, okay, but now we don't have one yet. So then this high is taken. Do we have anything to come back in? No, we don't. Okay, great. We have another displacement here. We've come into this. Let me slide over here. We've come into this this volume imbalance right here. So you've come into that, and then we have this fair value gap. So you can say, okay, we took this trade right here. If we got in right there, got in right here, stop would have been below this candle right here. So let's say 2 ticks. Do you get 5 handles? You do. Right there. And let's move this up just a little bit because you probably would have got in right there. Either way, you still had it. So you have another one right here. Here's your 3 potential setups for the 10 to 11 a.m. silver bullet trade on May 15th.